Hey guys, sorry for the delay, but here's the first part of the walkthrough. I just wanted to get something out there before I start working on the rest of the stuff. And I wanted to break up my walkthrough into multiple parts. That way it's easier on my computer to upload, because the last time it took quite a while. Hopefully this is legible, but here I basically have an over complicated detail of the topology that was given to us during our last class, and I basically have the same labels and same devices. These are all PCs and multi-layer switches, but as you can see I've done a whole lot more labeling, and I also did label the subnets according to the last digit in their network ID. So it's totally up to you if you want to label stuff, but the thing is, it's always better to put in a little bit of extra effort so that it's easier to debug your work, and also it's wonderful so that people like me or people from other teams can look at your work and help you debug. So it makes you easier to help, really, whenever someone's trying to look at your topology and try to figure out what's wrong. So take that as you will. And another thing you might notice is that these subnet names that I've given are based on that last digit, but for some reason, the way the professor gave them, it's kind of in a mishmash order. So like 1's over here, 2's over here, 3's down here, 4's I don't know where. Yeah, 4's right here. So you just make sure you pay attention to the numbers and name your subnets if you like to in a meaningful way. But out of all these, I think it's most important to just label your devices and your ports. So as you can see, I'm missing 2 right here. I'm missing a label for PC2. PC2 should be 192.168.7.2.32 slash 32, sorry. And also I'm missing one for PC3. PC3 right here is 192.168.8.2 slash 32. So those are usually the most important labels you want to keep. That will basically help you during port configuration and basically managing or IP addresses. These are the things that you don't want to miss, because you will be typing these along with your subnet mask, so best to keep those around. Let's see, did I catch everything in my notes? Briefly explain the devices. Yeah, I got that. Explain how to view ports. Oh yeah, so some of you might have noticed that the professor during his video and also myself right here have our like ports visible. So if you guys are wondering how to do that, you can just go to your settings. I don't know what it is on Windows, but there should be a preferences or system settings window. Sorry, not system settings, Cisco Packet Tracer settings window. And right on the interface, there should be a option to always show port labels in Logical Workspace. So if you click on that, then they disappear. And then if you click on it again, these interface labels show up. So that's really useful. I would also get rid of the show device model names, because that's kind of useless. So I get rid of that. That's a neat little trick to make your own life easier. You can also probably mess with the settings even further to do other cool things that I'm not aware of, but that's a good place to start. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah. Okay, I think I got everything on the off-screen section, and I'm just going to go ahead and do PC IP config right now, and then I'll leave the other more complicated stuff for the later videos, because the only complicated part about putting together IP configs for multi-layer switches, as you might have known already, is that you just have to deal with a no switch port command, and I honestly don't remember that off the top of my head right now, so I'm going to take one stab at it before I go and record it. I should be able to do this without practice, but right now I'm hoping that I can get through this much right now. So this is IPv4, let's do 192.168.6. Okay, subnet mask is already default, cool. Default gateway is right here, 198.168.6.1. So as you can see, my life becomes a lot easier when I label stuff. I don't have to think, I just go autopilot on it. And yeah, I guess that's the port where you can let a monkey do your job, or someone in your team that knows less about the material, because once you get the labeling done, even if you do it on paper or even on a whiteboard, then half the battle's already over. Then you're just chilling. Oh, my bad. I should not have deleted that. Completely forgot that it gives it to me automatically sometimes. 192.168.7.1 for default gateway. That should be good. PC3. Uh, 168. I messed that up. 192.168.192. Yeah, then subnet mask is given, and then 192.168.1. Yeah, very straightforward. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, I realized I didn't put the 8. 192.168.8.1. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm hoping this all goes well for the first take. Yeah, so that's IP configuration for the PCs. In the next part, I'll get into doing the no switchboard commands for the switches, and then hopefully in a part 3 I can just get through RIP and OSPF at the same time. I don't know how I want to do OSPF yet because I haven't watched the lecture yet, so I wanted to just review that and make sure I know how he did in the example so that you guys have something very close to or exactly what was done in the lecture. So I'll see you guys in the next part.